Tired of walking on eggshells with your daughter in law? In the next few minutes, I'll share what relationship research reveals is the real solution to in law drama. And it's not what you think. Welcome to the Live Free, Love Life podcast, where we discuss how to create more freedom so we can love our lives no matter what we're going through. Hello, my beautiful friends. I have a very special guest for you today, and I am going to just go ahead and let her introduce herself. So, Leanne, tell us who you are, what you do, who you help, and why you are passionate about it.
Thank you, first off, Mindy, for letting me be here. I just love being a part of this. So, I'm Leanne Austin. I'm a master certified life coach and a teacher. I am passionate about helping women connect with their body, mind, and spirit. And I love exploring the daughter in law and the mother in law relationship. I have a book and a podcast about that because I think there is so much to learn through that relationship. I live in Georgia with my husband and my dog. I have 4 adult sons, 2 daughters-in-law, and a grandson. I love to eat smoked meat and vegetables, and I really like The Chosen.
So, tell us what are the most common limitations or shackles that women face when it comes to their daughters in law?
Well, I think often they want to change them. There's that lack of connection with their daughter-in-law, which really comes from lack of connection with themselves. So I think it's just uncovering that and then also wanting to change their daughter-in-law. And when we can connect more with ourselves as well as our daughter-in-law or our mother-in-law, then we can increase the love that we feel, we have more fun, all that kind of stuff.
Cool. So, can you walk us through a success story of one of your clients who
Yes.
broke free from these limitations? What was their journey like?
Yes. Okay. So one of the mother-in-laws that I was working with, she was complaining about her daughter-in-law that she was doing things wrong. Quote, wrong.
Right, all of our daughters-in-law are doing
That's
it wrong. Exactly.
exactly. They're all doing all the things wrong. So as we just uncovered it and explored what was going on and just noticing, okay, what if there wasn't really a right or a wrong? What if we just do things different? You know, which, it helped her to see things through a new light that maybe there isn't a right or wrong. And I have a favorite quote that I love to share with my clients. And this is my favorite quote that I operate from. You either love someone or you don't understand them.
Ooh,
And
I
so
love that.
when I know, isn't that the best quote? Like when we're not feeling love, when I'm not feeling love for someone, then it's just something for me to notice, wait a second, there's something I'm not understanding. So if this comes up with for me in family situations or friend situations, I'm like, okay, if I'm not feeling the love that I want to feel, what is it that I don't understand? And so for this client that I was working with, her just recognizing, okay, first of all, there's not a right or wrong way. And second off, what don't I understand? What is it that I'm not understanding? And now this cute mother-in-law, she just feels so much love, more love for her daughter-in-law, just because she was willing to be open to different ways and also to try how can she understand her better.
And how did that give her freedom, like, in her relationship with her daughter-in-law or her son or, like, however that works?
Exactly. I think with everybody, with her daughter-in-law for sure, with her son, because I think when we have a connection, especially with the daughter-in-law, it really helps improve the relationship with our son too. Just because of, okay, wait, it's so much nicer when the son's not in the middle of the mess because mother-in-law and daughter-in-law are fighting, you
Mm.
know.
So
So
more free to
freedom with
have the
everybody.
relationship you want with your son. I'm guessing
Mhm.
more freedom in your relationship with your grandkids too, because
A
there's no longer
hundred
this tension and
percent.
conflict between you and daughter-in-law.
100%. Yeah, it opens up it strengthens the relationship with everyone. Yes.
So what
Mhm.
is the most crucial mindset shift needed to break free from daughter-in-law struggles?
It's actually connecting with ourselves.
So tell
It's
us more about that.
creating that connection. When we truly love and take care of ourselves, then it makes it so much easier to love and care for our daughter-in-law, our son, our grandkids, whoever. So really the crucial mindset is, wait, how can I love and appreciate me? How can I not beat myself up? How can I just love me where I'm at and then strengthen that connection, which helps us with the daughter-in-law connection as well.
Okay, so give us an example. Let's say your daughter-in-law is, doing all the things wrong. Of course she is, right?
Mhm,
This and
mhm.
by the way, for all those of us who don't have daughters-in-law, this is just a relationship thing, right?
Yes,
I talk
yes,
about blended families a lot, and it's the exact same thing. I for
yes.
sure think my husband is doing it wrong, and my stepkids are doing it wrong, and his ex is doing it wrong, and my everyone is doing it wrong. So
Correct,
let's
yes.
say our listeners find ourselves in this spot. What does connecting with themselves even look like? And how does it change that dynamic of the other person doing it wrong?
Well, I like to think of it like connecting with myself. I think of it in three ways. How can I connect with my body? How can I connect with my mind? How can I connect with my spirit? So, when I'm practicing that love and connection, I think of those three ways. Every day, what is one little thing I can do to connect with my body? Any type of movement, getting some sleep, my nutrients, whatever. How can I connect with my mind? How can I notice? Oh, I have all these snarky thoughts about my daughter in law. This is so fascinating. I really don't like her. What's going on here? So, just, connecting with that mind and noticing what's going on and then working on tweaking them. And then connecting with our spirit, whatever that means to you, nature, serving, God, anything, meditation, prayer, whatever it is, just having that connection with those three things I think really strengthens that relationship and helps.
Okay, so it sounds like we're gonna be doing that proactively. Like, the
Mhm,
more we're doing those 3 things, connecting with ourselves every day, the better, spot we're in when
mhm.
daughter-in-law stuff comes up. Tell
Right.
me about how you connect with those 3 things in the moment.
In the moment for you or in a situation with your daughter-in-law?
I see, daughter-in-law, like, the way she's parenting my grandkids, right? Just as an
Yes.
example, and I'm like, "Oh my
Yes.
gosh, you can't parent that way. You're so wrong," whatever that is.
Yes.
So we're
Yes.
here in the room, like, she is in the room, grandkids in the
Uh-huh.
room, son is in the
Uh-huh.
room. You're in the moment. Tell me how you
Uh-huh.
connect with those 3 parts of yourself and how it changes the moment.
Uh-huh. I love this. Okay. So just in the moment, she's saying the things or doing the things that you think are just totally wrong. I'd just take a deep breath. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to breathe. Like in my mind, I really don't understand what she's doing, and that's okay. I'm not the parent, I'm the grandparent. So it's okay that I don't understand. So just taking a breath, calming down my nervous system a little bit, just like, all right, it's okay, Leanne. You got this. We're not in danger here. So that's how I would connect with my body in the moment, as well as my mind. Just notice, okay, what am I thinking? Why do I think she's doing it so terrible? What if going back to the quote, what if, okay, I'm not feeling a lot of love right now. And what if I was just trying to understand a little bit more? I wonder why she's parenting that way. I
Mm.
wonder, why is she choosing to do that? Let's just get a little curious about it. Let's just ask ourselves more about it. And I think that kind of like just opens up the mind, helps us connect with our mind, and then our spirit. Hey, maybe it's, you know what? I just need to look at the sunshine. I just need to say a prayer. I just need to like okay, I'm just going to think of something really quickly. Whatever that looks like for you to connect with the spirit, I think that's the most helpful in the immediate situation with her.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed helps for me, sometimes when I try to get curious about the other person, I notice some resistance in myself, just sometimes either with some
Yes.
people or in some scenarios.
Yes.
And I like to turn the curiosity then instead to myself. So instead of I wonder why she's parenting that way, it might be I wonder why this bothers me so much. I wonder
Yes.
what I
Yes.
think is going to happen. I wonder
Yes.
what I'm afraid of. I wonder
Mhm.
what is this showing me about me? So
Mhm.
sometimes if you notice that resistance when especially when we're feeling really judgmental about other people, sometimes
Mhm.
the questions about them are we're just our brain is just resistant to. So I
Yes.
love to just turn that curiosity and it's a really great way to connect with myself because I'm just paying myself so much attention
Yes.
because all my questions are about me and what's going on for me.
Yes. Yes. And it's basically just mirroring that back upon yourself. I love that so much. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Mhm.
so what is one practical step our listeners can take today to start their journey to freedom with their daughter-in-law?
Well, I think one step is just to notice what you're thinking about her. What is it that I'm thinking? Do I think she does everything wrong? Do I think I mean, do I think she's taken my son away? What am I thinking? Because when we simply bring awareness to those thoughts and then we just start to question them. Is that really true that she never listens to me? Never. She's never listened to me in my entire relationship with her. Like, when we take a step back and it's, oh, let's just wiggle those thoughts a little bit and see if they're actually even true. So I think that's really helpful just to kind of take a step towards bringing that awareness of where we're actually at with her and what we actually do think about her.
Yeah, it can be fun too if you write all these down, right? Like
Mhm.
when I
Mhm.
am struggling in a relationship with someone, I might write down everything I think about them. And then I just look at it, I'm like, well, it's no wonder I'm having a hard time. Every single thought on this paper is negative.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have a single, "This person is amazing in this way, I like this." I'm like, the whole entire page is negative. It is no wonder all I feel is negative emotion because
Yeah.
that's all I'm thinking, which is means I'm only creating negative emotion.
Exactly, exactly. So just recognizing that and even spending a little time, okay, I've got this whole page of negativity. Let's see if I can at least come up with 2 or 3 things that I actually like about the girl because if my son loves her, maybe I could find something I love about her too, which can be super helpful.
Yeah, I love it. So how does achieving freedom with your daughter-in-law typically impact other areas of your life?
I think this just opens up more love. It helps us feel more love. It helps us have more fun. Like, just fun in everything that we do, and it opens us up to the possibilities, like, what else? What else could I do? I created a formula, my equation is love equals connection plus fun, and so I think opening our minds up to, if we wanna feel more love, let's work on our connection and fun because there's a lot there that helps us feel more love.
Well, and that's a fun equation because one, it's simple, which we love on this podcast.
Mhm,
Simplicity
mhm.
brings freedom. So if you're
Yes.
thinking, okay, the all I need is connection and fun, well then
Mhm.
what can I connect with her on? And
Yep,
how can I have fun with her? Like they're such simple questions.
yep.
And if that's the focus rather than everything she's doing wrong and all the
Yes.
ways she's screwing up your family and whatever
Uh-huh.
whenever all that sounds like if you just focus on those two things,
Yep.
it could be really fun to
Mhm.
watch how your relationship transforms when she's not gonna change, by the way. Like,
Right.
mother-in-law is gonna keep being herself,
Right.
but I wonder how much your relationship will change if you, mother-in-law, are just like, "Okay, how can I connect with her? How can I have fun with her? How can I connect with her? How can I have fun with her?" If you just put all of your focus on there and just
Yes.
watch the magic happen.
Exactly. Spot on.
I
Mhm.
love it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
what
love that
is
too.
a
Mhm.
common misconception about daughters-in-law that often keeps people stuck?
I think and I may have mentioned this before, but I think we spend well, some mother-in-laws spend a lot of time wishing that their daughter-in-law was different than they actually are. So I think that is something when we wanna change her, we want her to be different, that can kinda keep us stuck in the, "What's wrong with her?" Whatever, like, "Why isn't she different than she is?" And then, like you said too, bringing it back to ourselves, to having that connection with ourselves and noticing how what we're thinking about her, we can actually bring it back here. That makes it a lot easier to feel more love for our daughter-in-law.
Yeah, I love you bringing this up because arguing with reality, right? This is
Mhm.
wishing daughter-in-law was different than she is. That's arguing
Yep,
with reality.
yep.
I love to think of this as just banging your head into a brick wall over and over and over so that you can knock down the brick wall. But the brick wall
Uh-huh,
doesn't move. The only thing
uh,
that happens is now you have a headache and there's blood coming down your face, which is what
right.
it feels like when we do this to ourselves.
Yes, 100%.
Right? So it
Mhm,
for sure keeps us stuck. Bringing your head into that wall is not going to move the wall.
mhm.
It is a waste of your time and energy
Yes,
where you
yes.
could be
Mhm.
focusing that time and energy on creating the connection and the fun.
Totally. Yeah,
I love it.
yep.
Okay, so how has your own journey from breaking free with your daughter-in-laws shaped your approach to helping others?
Well, first off, just having unconditional love for myself. learning that. That was, one of my favorite tools learning in life coaching is having that unconditional love for me. Because when I had that for me, then I could have it for others. So when I have two daughters-in-law, so when situations came up with them, learning that, wait, I got me, and I love them. And then also my relationship with my mother-in-law, it was a tough one for 20 years. Again, when I learned these things, she didn't change, but me just creating that connection and fun with myself. Now I just love being around her. She makes me giggle. I just get a kick out of her. And so it is so fascinating how just shifting and loving ourselves can really change it for everyone else.
Yeah, I love that you're telling my people this because I tell them all the time. In our Live Free Love Life membership, one of
Uh-huh.
our 3 pillars is cherish, and cherish means more self. You've got
Yes.
to, and I don't even say love yourself because
Mhm.
I don't want you to just love. I want you to cherish the way you
Ah,
cherish an infant, like a sweet little innocent baby.
yeah.
It is the foundation of all of our other relationships. So I love hearing it from other experts so that they can
Mhm.
just hear it from different mouths and
Yes.
maybe they'll be like, maybe Mindy knows what she's talking about here.
Mindy totally knows what she's talking about, y'all. Just wanna make sure,
Okay,
yes,
so
she knows, yeah.
do you have a tool or an exercise that you can give our listeners to help them start this journey to freedom with their daughter-in-law?
100%. So a couple of things. First, I have the one question. So if you wanna go to my website, leannaustin.com. If you are in a relationship with your daughter-in-law where you feel like you're walking on eggshells, she's driving you nuts, this one question is a powerful tool to improve your relationship with her. So check that out, get that free, just a download, you get that. And then also I have a connection blueprint. So it's 3 simple ways to connect with yourself. So those 2 options are there. You can grab either one, and there's just some, tools that you can use. Also, my Love of My Daughter-in-Law podcast I have. Come listen to me anytime because that is another way that I share relationship things. We're not always talking about daughters-in-law. It's everything. Just a relationship with others, relationship with ourselves. So check that out as well.
Amazing. So we're going to put all of the links down in the show notes. You'll have the link to the freebies, the link to the podcast, all where you can find Leanne on socials, all the things. Is there anything else that you want to share with our listeners? Any last words of wisdom?
Ah, just remember that love equals connection plus fun. So really think about ways that you can connect with yourself and you can have some fun.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here, Leanne. We really appreciate your expertise and your guidance. And for all of our listeners, live free, love life. Thanks so much for watching today. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an episode. And while you're still here, I've got something special for you. My Live Free Love Life membership now has a completely free level. You can start transforming your life right now without spending a dime. You'll get access to certain courses, content, and tools that will help you break free from whatever is holding you back and create a life you absolutely love. And when you're ready for even more support, you can easily upgrade to get access to our live coaching calls, as well as way more tools and content. There's honestly no reason not to join the free level today. Just click the link in the description below to get started. Until next time, live free, love life.